This conference will now be recorded.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Time being 3 o'clock. I'd like to call this meeting of November 20th to order. Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Start out with some announcements. The town of Tilton's tax bills will be sent once the rate has been set. There's still a little bit of a lag, so just be on the lookout for those. Town offices will be closed on Thursday, November 27th, and Friday, November 28th for the Thanksgiving holiday. The transfer station will also be closed on both Friday the 28th and Saturday, November 29th for the Thanksgiving holiday. Donations, the senior center donation of $50, cash from last Saturday's Thanksgiving brunch. Can I get a motion to accept that?
Motion to accept that donation to the senior center.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Great. So we're going to start right in with,
All those in favor?
yes, sorry. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Welcome.
Thank you, Catherine. Okay, so we're going to start right in with the candidate for the Conservation Committee.
He did not get back to me, Mr. Chairman. I left him a message yesterday. His application is in the review file. I didn't call him until after I talked to you, so it was about 4 o'clock. So,
right.
and I haven't heard anything from him all day. So
Okay. Did everybody get a chance to review that?
I don't think that, yeah, I don't think that.
Yes.
I just have one question.
Are we absolutely sure from the Conservation Commission that the alternates are not going to move up to full-time?
The only
I don't think they
discussion,
have any alternates, do they?
They have two,
yeah, Kathy is an alternate and
Ben.
Ben, but Ben's, I'm told Ben has been, his health has been bothering him.
Kathy.
It's not an hour.
But I did have an email with Chuck, letting Chuck know that I was going to bring it to the board. And Chuck did not indicate anything specific in there, except he was asking for Mr. Spear as a member of the Conservation Commission.
Okay.
But I did leave the message, and when Mr. Spear handed that the board likes to talk to candidates before they do that, just to get to know them and ask them questions and,
Yep.
you know, that kind of thing. So,
Okay.
He has been attending their meetings for
yes,
a while.
Okay.
I've
Good.
seen
And
that.
since they are an advisory committee, they only meet once a month.
Yep.
I would suggest we waive our tradition of having the candidate come in to meet the Board of Selectmen and just approve them so that they can move on. Just a suggestion.
Yep.
I don't,
He's clearly qualified by,
Absolutely.
yeah,
His
from what you and I
resume.
spoke, I don't have any concern unless someone has something.
I don't.
All right. Okay.
It's pretty unanimous that they'd like him to step in as a full member instead of just a visitor.
Okay. Do we want to make a motion?
Or we just need to sign the application.
All right.
Yep.
Sweet. All righty.
and I will give him a call just to
Okay.
let him know.
Well,
My only concern was the alternate. That's
That was a
and
good
sweet.
question.
All right. Perfect. All right. Moving on. Greg, Deb, you guys want to come up?
I'll hand out the two proposals. I think
Simmons. Right?
Which ones are you talking about?
Simmons, right?
Sorry?
Are we going to talk about Simmons?
Yeah, we can. I can go right there if you want.
Simmons.
I'll just pass them down.
Thank you.
Simmons.
We'll just start with that one for this one for now.
Okay, so, you want me talking?
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay. So on Simmons, we had left it that we had the two offers and close enough to one another that we thought we could maybe stimulate some more money for the town in offering them out highest and best. So that's what we did. And it was effective. Both parties did up their offers. And both of them used what we call an escalation clause.
Okay.
I don't know if you've all had a chance to look at it, but so in an escalation clause, what it is they start with their initial offer. In the case of Chris, was $70,000, and the terms of the two things are almost identical. So, other than the escalations, and Chris chose to escalate that offer by increments of $500 up and over the next bona fide offer. Bona fide offer being something that we could substantiate that you would have accepted.
Yeah.
You know, not just any old offer to get it up there, but so, and that had a ceiling on it of 75,000.
All right.
Then comes this one here, Scott Plot, and they did basically the same thing. However, he upped his initial offer to $71,000, and then they escalate by increments of $1,000 up to and not over $81,000.
Do you have that one?
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have that.
You don't have that one?
Don't have that one. I can
Is it over here?
Which?
have this one.
It's the same one for Simmons Court. Just
Oh, yeah, it must be in here, Scott, right?
Yeah. He gave me these.
Well,
The
just
other one I have is Emerald Drive.
so that you can be familiar with the language. It's just the one clause on either one of them.
This is Chris.
yeah, I got Chris.
I don't have a plot.
Sorry. That's okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
I got this here, so.
Okay.
So what happens in that case then is, I mean, it would seem to me that the 80, you know, you're not, but you would not get the whole $81,000. You can only escalate that contract to $1,000 more than Chris's highest offer.
Okay.
Because that's where it drops off.
Yep.
So, with that, would put it at,
76.
he would be 500 over.
A
Oh, it
thousand.
sets that up at 75, so it'll be 76,000 even money.
Okay.
That's what it
Okay.
would come in at.
All right.
Still not full asking, but we had a lot of activity on that, and I think I'm comfortable that you reached the market.
What was the full asking?
Yeah,
What was the full asking for Simmons?
80,000.
80?
yeah, that was the sales price, I'm sorry. But I mean, I'm comfortable with the fact that, you know, we hit the market, that's what, land is actually beginning to soften up some now. It's always the first thing to go in the market as it changes. Let's see interest rates come down, we're gonna see gonna start to change. It already has.
So we have two offers for the Simmons Court one.
Correct.
And does anybody else have any questions on that?
I believe Chris was going to try to attend this meeting, so he might be walking up those stairs any minute.
but I know he would probably increase his offer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not voting on it anyway, because you know he's not my son. He's my son, so.
I mean, I suppose you could table it and wait a while to address that.
Move on.
Catherine,
What? Make a decision?
you want to make a decision? Do you want to hold off on it?
Hold off on it.
I don't mind holding off till the end of the meeting.
Make a decision today, though.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
should probably make a decision today.
Okay.
When Greg is here.
Was
yeah.
there a deadline
Yeah.
on that bidding war, if you will?
I'm sorry.
Today, we
No,
said we'd
We'll
make
just
one.
make a decision today.
There was no deadline. It was just,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that's going to happen today. Okay.
Final bid has to be in by blah, blah, blah. None of that. Okay, good. All right. I like more money.
You know, I
Representing-
have to.
Representing
I guess I-
somebody else's pocketbook.
Let me readdress this, please.
Yeah.
I did notify the two parties that their highest and best offer had to be entered.
Yep.
And
Which
it's
we
in
do.
that one offer. It's not a ping pong in this situation with what I've told them.
Yep. So the
I just want to make you aware,
Yeah.
we're going to put ourselves right back in a bad spot here.
so
Because this Scott Plot's going to say, wait a minute. I
So
went and
the-
watched the film.
So
yeah.
there was kind of a,
So the top offer for Chris right now is not to exceed 75.
Correct.
And the top offer for the other one was not to exceed 81.
81. So it would escalate to 76 over the 75.
Yep.
Because he's going by $1,000.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for that. And we'll discuss that one
Just
a
figure
little bit more.
Emerald,
Where did you want to go next?
Emerald, great.
Emerald?
Do Emerald, okay?
And Mr. Chairman, the lady that, and man that bid on it are on recording, so.
There's the copies of Emerald, okay.
Can you say that again?
They're on, and O'Connell is on here.
These people here?
Yeah.
Okay.
She called in and asked if she could call in. And we said, yeah.
Yeah.
Call with me.
Of course.
I gave 2 copies to.
And this is the only offer.
he's not
This is
sharing.
the only offer that
Not
we,
sharing.
He's not
Oh,
sharing.
sorry. Sorry.
this is the only offer
gonna
that
play
we
in
ever
your
received
sandbox.
on Emerald.
Thank
And if you
you.
remember, they were coming in and the board actually showed some concern, wanting to make sure that these people are getting what they think they're getting.
Yep.
So I
And-
had that conversation with
And
them.
you've made that clear.
Yeah, so what they've done, the things that have changed on here is the closing date to January 23, because they wanted more time to diligence the property and so on. So they changed that to that. They changed to warranty deed here, and I don't know that we can provide that, can we? I had told them that what they typically in these situations, when the municipality is titling out, you title out quitclaim.
Yeah. What happens
So
when that gets switched?
isn't there only a problem with the warranty deed if there isn't clear title? I mean, there's clear title.
They could, the way that usually works is they can, upon clear title, you can get a warranty deed, but that's something that, there's a fee for it or whatever.
Well, there's attorney's fees, right?
Well, I'm just saying we can leave that there.
Did they say why the change? Mention that on the
Well, they
revised
just,
offer?
again, it's reassurance that they're buying what they're buying. So they're trying to,
So-
shore that up.
They are buying a piece of property that has restrictive covenants of record
Correct.
and an easement of record, correct?
Yes.
And nothing else. Right?
And one thing I particularly like about this is Nancy Williams and Paul Zyla are doing agency for these folks.
Mhm.
And they're good agents. So they'll handle the, I'm confident they'll handle everything well. And I think that's where some of these changes came from, is from the agents saying, looking for security.
Okay.
Well, why don't we get a hold of John Chandler and see what he'd charge us to create a warranty deed for this property? It isn't gonna cost us anything to find out. Maybe they'll split the cost with us or something.
Yeah.
It'd just be nice to get it back on the tax rolls, and they seem to be doing a lot of studying on this property,
They-
which I like.
they
They're
have.
They
not
are.
just,
That's why I think,
when they
wish I
buy
could
it,
call
they're gonna
Nancy right
know
now.
exactly what they're getting.
We could leave warranty on there. If you can't provide it, all that does is null and void the contract. They can accept what you're offering still. So at that point, if you said, well, we're not, you're gonna have to take a quick claim deed, I'm confident they would do that. It's,
She's online because she
oh, is she?
responded to
Yes,
that right
she's
now.
online.
Nancy or,
And
Ann O'Connell.
oh,
Buyer.
hi there.
Buyer.
Got her mic off.
Who's Ann O'Connor?
the buyer,
Ann O'Connell's the buyer.
the buyer.
This is a different, oh, that's the agent.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I see at the top. I'm sorry. I skipped right over it.
Do we have the mics
Well-
on?
No. Buyers.
Why don't we just reach out to Chandler and
Yep.
See what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in discussion on the rest of it, there were no changes until you get to your diligence period. And that was, I believe, I don't have the old one in front of me, but that's put out to 45 days, but we all now have a January 23 closing anyway, so that's what they're gonna be doing in that month and a half. They're paying cash, so it's not a financing, there's no financing.
Okay.
Okay,
all right.
and then we come to the last, under additional provisions, it's clause 20 on the contract. And I believe all of these things were added in. The offer is contingent upon buyers getting clarification on what the owners and the 7 families who have their right of way to the water can do on the property by researching deeds. What they're saying there is they'll do that, but it has to be acceptable to them before they'll come to close.
Okay.
And they want to know also that they can get a reasonable quote for liability insurance because they have concerns that where there's a lot of people using that they should have that. I think she said they've already started looking into that. And I think that'll pan out fine.
I think it's great that they're, like I said, they're gonna know exactly what they're getting.
Yes. And they also want to be able to purchase title insurance on it at their cost. But and then added in conversation with Scott, town wants to be sure that they understand that because of the purchase price of $10,000, that is subject to change in assessment. So I think I wrote it pretty well. It says that it is understood by the buyers that the agreed sales price of this contract may not represent the value used when assessing is done to place the property back on the town tax rolls.
I think that does it.
Well,
I
that
think that's
means,
understandable.
so they're buying it for 10,500,
10.5, yeah.
but immediately when they're bought it,
It'll have to be reassessed.
right now it's assessed for $115,000, so they're going to be taxed on that. So they need to be aware that they're going to be taxed on
They would have to
around
make-
that price.
Yeah. they would
Well, the
have to-
tax card will show them
It's
Yeah,
what the
115,000.
assessed value is.
Mhm.
So they must have looked at the tax card.
Well. put
Well,
it
I
this
want
way,
it
When
public-
they read this clause, they'll understand and I'll have conversation with their agent.
And that's good, but it needs to be in the public meeting that
So at 115.
We
what's the
let
tax-
'em know.
What's the tax rate?
Well, the prior tax rate was 1286, but the clause that you wrote specifies that it'd be reassessed. It wouldn't be reassessed upon the sale.
correct,
It's already been assessed.
right. At that price.
That's what we're trying to put across.
We're not going to reassess it just because it's sold. It'll be reassessed in
You guys have your,
April.
let's say it's even $20. I mean, a couple thousand a year.
Yeah, well, she's online too, so. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Hmm?
It does say when assessing is done, not that there is necessarily going to be a new assessment, but just when it's
So you're gonna
done.
check
It
with.
doesn't generate a
Chandler?
new assessment. It will be assessed in April when everybody else gets
Right.
assessed.
Yeah.
But currently it's assessed at,
They could use the sale price to argue that assessment.
correct,
Yes, they can. Sure.
right.
All right, well, once we get information from Chandler on that, the warranty deed thing, we get that information,
Yes.
then we bring it, yeah.
We'll see, just see what that'll cost, what that involves.
Okay.
That'll answer that one question.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna finalize this next week,
Yeah.
right? Is it okay
Yeah,
if,
next week.
We got a full plate on the
Huh?
4th of December. I was
is it
gonna,
okay if I go online and tone the MLS language back a little bit? I mean, you don't want to tell them you can't do much with this when you're trying to sell something, but I would like see my phone stop.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was getting them today. They were calling me today, so.
Oh, I know, believe me, I know exactly 1,000 more people than I did before.
What does the language say on this
Well,
particular?
I don't tell them that there's no, so basically, as soon as you tell them that it's an unbuildable lot and never will be a buildable lot, they go away.
Oh.
They don't see the value like these folks are. I said, there's value there. If I owned a house there, I'd pay the 10 the second.
Well, yes, to have
Know that
access,
if I didn't
to have your own access to the lake.
Yeah, these guys, the O'Connells, are, they understand, so,
Yeah,
not to speak for them, but.
gives you access to the river.
Okay, so we'll leave that, and I just wanted to run it
Yeah.
by you guys. I am gonna tone that back some.
Why are we leaving this? I don't understand why we're leaving this for another day, because it's just contingent on whether or not you can get a warranty or a quitclaim, one or the other. If you can't get a warranty, the sale doesn't go through.
Right, you
Simple
can
as that.
You can
You
approve.
could put it, approval on contingent on the warranty, or it's not approved, one or the other.
They don't want to settle until what, January?
January.
They have more
23rd.
research to do, so I mean, you're saying to agree to sell
Sell
this
it, yeah.
to the O'Connells? Or,
Yeah.
as
I don't-
per
I- you
blah,
know,
blah, blah.
I'm just thinking that Greg has come back, what, 3 or 4 times now? I mean, it's costing us money too, to have Greg keep coming back. But if we're waiting to have Sean to go and come back and find out whether or not Sean's retired or not, you can say, okay, contingent on whether it's a warranty deed or not. And then Greg can get in touch with the party that wants to buy it. If we can't get a warranty deed, do they still want it or not?
On the phone.
I can go either way.
Me
I
too.
don't think anybody else is gonna.
I just
do
don't want to
anything
hold
this
up people.
property.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I'm fine with either way.
Yeah, I think you can do it.
I'm kind of siding to the Shore thing, having it all together. They want to do more research. their closing is, transfer of title is January 23rd. That's 2
Right.
months, so. But
If that's all we're waiting for, would we really even need them to come back?
Right.
but we're not paying him by the hour.
No, I know, but I mean, but taking time.
Thank
away from-
God.
Whether he comes back 5 or 6 times.
Thank
he's still
God.
getting paid the same.
Say, boy, I wish you were. Bring
Although
my
we-
I
phone
mean, if it
records.
does get held off till next week until you hear from Sean, and then
Yeah.
Scott can just let him know it's good to go.
Yeah.
They don't have to come back in for it.
Well, then we need to make a motion to,
I'm fine with whatever you guys.
we need to make a motion to sell it to them.
All right, I'll make a motion.
Second,
Any other discussion?
and we're gonna make it contingent on.
Yes, we're gonna make a contingent on that warranty deed. Good?
I'm good.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 So if you, I was just gonna try to get it, well, I could send this via electronic.
Yep.
Once we do. change
Yeah,
it. Okay, and
once
then
you-
I can get it back to them because
once you do
they'll
that,
need to initial that one thing. All right, so we're good on that.
will I have to initial? Yep, so,
You will, but I'll send it, once we make the changes, I'll send it electronically. And then all you have to do is the regular initials. You don't have to initial any changes.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Because when it came to you,
Yep.
it was that way.
Well, let's not be signing it till we figure
They
the
will have
warranty
to
part
initial.
out.
The buyer.
We don't want to guarantee him something that we don't want to do.
All right, so that one's cool.
Next one.
We did Simmons. Ashalot is still, I lowered that price to $10,000. And it's getting a little more interest, but the neighbor. Okay, so Tom Barletta, who I guess is probably a pretty good guy. He upped his $1,000 verbal offer to 1,500,
Okay,
just so you know.
all right.
Our duty
So
to
that's
present
it on Ashalot.
Yep.
Now we come to High.
Tell them the town has to pay taxes too. No,
So now we come to High Street.
Yeah, that's the only one left.
we already made a motion on High Street.
Where's the for sale sign for that property? Down on the property?
On,
Ashland.
it's down there on the property.
Would it help if there was a place on Silver Lake Road that you could put a sign more visible saying that there's property for sale down there?
Oh, it gets plenty of, believe me, again, that's getting the same
Yep.
amount of action.
Okay.
And
As a
phone
matter of fact,
calls.
many people call, they call because they both Silver Lake.
Mhm.
They will inquire about both of them. And I tell them the same thing. You know, in Ashland's case, it's a right of way anyway for PS.
Yep.
And H
Yep.
or Eversource.
Eversource.
Yeah, so that takes anything out of the game there. You could store things there, but you gotta be careful telling people that because the covenants kind of cover that a little bit too, so. I put the documents on there for them so they can go read for themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
That's, but yeah, I could throw another sign out there. I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
Well, if it'd be helpful, let me know and I can get your permission.
I think the guy right across the street there is gonna camping when he has to. So,
Did you want to, Mr. Chairman, go into non-public? to
Yeah, we're-
Discuss,
Well,
but before you do.
yeah,
uh,
let's,
The gentleman that was interested in Simmons Court is here, the other party.
Greg, do you want to just go talk to him kind of in private about what we just discussed since you're kind of working?
Sure. Go ahead.
You want to go with him? Because you're not voting on
He's a
this.
big boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get that straightened out. And she's as familiar as I am with it.
What? What's the matter?
I just. Nothing.
It's not a matter of order. Does
Okay.
that be in public or?
Mm-mm.
So what are we waiting for on the asphalt one? That's why we're putting up another thing.
Well, I was just saying, would it help because, people going down Silver Lake Road can't see the sign down in Ashalot.
But are there any more offers? That's the only offer after you hear the issues on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And people that live in that area would have access to the
Oh, it's-
lake that they don't have
anyway.
now.
All around it. The people all around it.
Okay, are we gonna stay on,
We
High
should go
Street?
into
or are we gonna go back to Simmons?
I didn't hear.
Simmons.
we're going to talk about High Street that we made a motion last week to approve selling it.
I believe I voted no.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we making another motion?
Well, we
I
need
don't
to go.
know.
We need to go into non-public because there's something that came up with that. So we just need to have a quick conversation about it.
You want to do Simmons first?
Yeah. So,
I'd like to go into non-public before we do that.
yeah, and I'm gonna wait because I want to go and take care of this first.
I really strongly want to go into non-public before you take care of that.
That as well?
Yep,
But it's not a
Okay, that's
non-public
fine.
issue.
okay,
This is different property, right?
yep,
This is Simmons Court.
yep,
Right.
What's non-public about it?
okay, go ahead. You take care of Simmons Court.
All right.
Not to be a part of it.
Okay.
Is something?
I have no idea.
Not proper. Call me when you're finished with it.
Maybe we will. All right.
I'm befuddled.
So we had the offers as they stood, and so as Chris is here now
Mhm.
to represent his offer, and he would like to offer his maximum offer at $80,000. Okay, which would put the other offer at $81,000.
Yep.
And that would be it.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, now that we have that new offer, we'll revisit it. Unless you guys want to talk about it now.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah,
on-
you
it's on
can.
YouTube.
So it's just us two.
So what is the final offer from,
It would be the Scott Plot offer of $81,000 using the escalation.
I'm sorry, say it again?
It would be $81,000 as they indicated that their top offer would be $81,000.
And
And it escalated because Chris raised his to 80. So it's $1,000 over the next offer. Next bona fide offer, which
I understand
Chris's
that.
offer is certainly
Okay.
bona fide. I mean, it's a cash offer.
But he's not willing to exceed the 81,000.
No, Chris, no, he said he would pay for it.
Chris is set at 80, and with Chris making that offer of 80,
That
Scott's
escalates
offer
the other.
escalates to
Okay.
81,000.
Okay. I see.
You want to think about it for a little bit? Okay. All right. So we'll think about it for a little bit.
And we're gonna get out of here so you guys can do non-public.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Deb.
All right. Time being 3:35. I'm gonna make a motion to move into non-public per RSA 91A:3, Section 2C. Reputation matters which, if discussed in public, would likely adversely affect the reputation of any person other than a member of this board, unless such person requests an open meeting. This exemption shall extend to include any application for assistance or tax abatement or waiver of a fee, fine, or other levy, if based on inability to pay or poverty of the applicant.
Second. Constantino, yes.
Hanson, yes.
Dawson, yes.
Adams, yes.
Glasses, Greg.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, make a motion to seal the minutes of November 20th, 2025, because reasons justifying the need for the non-public session still remain.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Tim, I know it says adjournment, but you had something you need.
I just had a couple of very quick things. I just wanted to
Do I?
let. What's that?
No, I just said as do I. So
Oh, okay. So just to let the board know, we've been notified that we're imminent receipt of Caleb Hill Road engineering fees of $142,690. And then the DPW director, I know we've discussed that diagnostic tool for him, and he found one that he wants to purchase that would work on the newer vehicles. It's $2,999, and he'd like authority to to buy that now, which he does have room in his budget under his maintenance and repair line. So, and it's that specific model. It's an Autech. This is in your binders, by the way. Autech, where is it here?
So moved.
Axis MS 909.
So moved.
I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great, thanks. And then the last thing is, as you know, we're waiting on DRA to finalize the Tilton Northfield Water District's numbers, and we are most likely going to push into next week, Thanksgiving week. The bills, because of the amount of time they have to, the due date has to be out. They're going to be a January due date as it is. But we are going to run the risk, the later the bills go out, we're going to run the risk of being in a real cash crunch at the end of the year, because we have to pay back the entire tax anticipation note by the last day of December. And otherwise we would default on that. And I can tell you it's hairy when this happens, and this has happened before. But in your report, there is one option we could do. So the board could decide to meet if this all turns out that Monday morning we're able to set a rate that they've finished with the water district, then we'd need to call an emergency meeting to just set the rate, and then there'd have to be a warrant created, and then the board would need to come in and sign the warrant before it could go to Kim to start the tax bill process. So alternatively, I believe I've determined what our rate is going to be based on the figures from DRA currently. I don't expect them to change. It's not to say that they couldn't, but one thing you could do is the board could authorize me to set the rate with a not to exceed figure based on the information I have in my report that's in your binders, and with a certain amount of use of fund balance. And I've listed out every $50,000 in this to show what the rate would be at each one. And I have made a recommendation on one as well. But that's if the board would want to do that now and set something, with the understanding that if this does come through, I'd be able to finalize the rate as long as it's at that rate or lower. And then I could get the warrant prepared, and we could either drive around the warrant to people to sign or some such thing, so that we could at least try to get a jump on it before Thanksgiving. It's just, I don't know how long it's going to take DRA to approve the water district's figures, but I have got to believe it's not going to be much longer. Northfield's in the same boat. We're both waiting. So in any case, if you look at my report on the back side, you'll see a tax rate ranging from $13.51, which is a 5.05% increase. That's without the use of any fund balance. And if we were to use, say, 250,000 of fund balance, that'd be a tax rate of 13.29% or $13.29, or a 3.34% increase. $300,000 fund balance would be a 2.95% increase, or 38 cents per thousand evaluation. So the only thing I would ask is whichever rate, if you do decide you want to do this now, whichever rate you choose, increase it by 1 penny, because DRA has a habit of rounding up odd things to the next highest penny. So that would just give me the leeway just in case. But so does the board want to try to do this now and set a threshold, or do you want to just be called in? Doesn't matter to me either way. I'll be around next week.
Well, it'd be nice to get the tax bills out as soon as possible.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I'd be called in. I don't care really either way. I'll be around.
As will I.
You're all around?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'll be
then,
around too.
and we'll just put out the word
Except
then.
Thanksgiving Day.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, me either.
I'll be here.
Okay, all right. Well, this will give you a heads up then
My
as to
question
what we're
is-
looking at.
If we're going to vote on the tax rate next week, we all have to be available at the same time on the same day.
Correct.
Right,
Or at least the majority of us.
right. 3 of you. Yeah.
So without setting a date or time, how do we know that's possible?
Well, it'd have to be an
So,
Wouldn't
emergency.
it be
I can-
behoove us to give Tim permission to set the tax rate on our behalf, not to exceed?
So
That's dangerous.
I can make
Just
myself available.
Just kidding.
I mean, I'm pretty flexible.
Watch
I
what I
just
say
come
now.
with a,
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I can make myself available Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So I'm good with that.
All right, so hopefully, you know,
everybody's flexible.
How's everybody else?
I'm working, so it doesn't matter.
I'm looking right now.
I'm working.
well, at least,
Yes, I can. Wednesday might be the only problem. I'm like working till 7, so it would have to be after 7 o'clock. But Monday or
Close to my
Tuesday,
bedtime.
Monday or Tuesday, I can certainly do.
I would hope this isn't going to go past Tuesday.
Okay.
This is just ridiculous.
All right.
Sounds like
Then
we're
let's
good.
So,
do that. Once you get the
But-
information,
yep,
just
but
shoot
then
us an email.
use this as a guide, because this will be very close, if not dead on.
Okay.
So that'll be helpful for you. And then that's all I had. Thank you.
All right.
Don't we need to decide what we're going to use for fund balance to just set the,
No,
Costs.
you would do that then.
we can do
You
it
can do
then?
that then. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yes, I just wanted to make sure. I don't want us to get tax bills in the end of January.
But do
Don't
you,
know if you remember one time we were, and we have to pay our bills.
Right.
Yeah, it gets hairy.
Is
I'm
this
telling you.
biggest delay because of the water district
That's
delaying
correct.
there?
Yep.
well, didn't we give a long song and dance that it would somewhat go down because we had revenue coming from,
Well, so our town portion did.
Right.
It did quite a bit. So we went from $3.70 last year to $3.36. So we're down 9.2% for the town portion.
Right.
that's using 250,000. of-
No, that's without any fund
That
balance.
this appears without anything.
Without any fund balance. That's correct.
Okay.
Yep,
And then this is with something down here,
that's correct.
with only 2 cents.
Okay.
3.34.
And I'd be happy to go through any of the numbers with any of you if you have any
Okay.
questions. So, okay, thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
I just got a couple of things, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shelby Kilmeister is still requesting the fence viewers. I thought the other party had to agree to the fence, having the fence viewers look at it. And when I called Maggie Wolf indicated to me that she did not want to participate in that. But now I'm clear on it. So I told Shelby I would revisit the fence viewers, her request to the fence viewers at this meeting. So, and Shelby was going to give me some times, which if the board agrees to do it, or the fence viewers agree to do it, excuse me, I would send out a calendar of times that she's available, and I would make notification to the other person as well, because I gave her bad information.
Reading the emails, this appears to be a boundary dispute, not a fence issue.
Right.
There's no fence.
She, according to Shelby, she wants to put the fence up.
She started to put the fence up,
Yeah, and then the other person claimed
called the
that,
police on her.
yeah, that the fence is on their land. So,
Right, it's a boundary dispute.
So if the fence viewers made their decision on this and they still were not happy, they could still pursue it further with the boundary dispute,
Well,
couldn't they?
we're not surveyors.
Right. That's when
We can't survey a boundary.
you're just making an observation and
If
the
you
best guess.
read the
and-
RSAs,
it's I have it here if the board would like to look at it.
Yep.
473-4.
Right.
I will if you have copies of it.
Okay. Yep.
but it does seem to be a boundary dispute. It's not a fence that's too high or, falling over or, part of the fence isn't where it should be or.
It's 2 pages.
Well, what was Mr. Seller's dispute?
He had put up I barely remember. I'd have to look at my notebook. He had put up a line.
Mhm.
And there were a lot of issues to that. That had to do with water runoff, the existing line,
The swale,
agreeing to move the line, the road.
the swale.
That was a mess. It's not comparable. And they ended up in court.
But there was no fence there, though. He was
Well-
going to put a fence up,
No,
and he stopped them from putting the fence up.
no, it was a boundary dispute.
Mhm.
And that got settled in court. We acted as mediators. And we could do the same thing here. But you can't mediate if one person isn't going to be involved. We can't go there and say, oh, that's your boundary. This is your land. This is your land. We could try to get them to work together. We helped them up there by, the string. We actually pulled tape measures and found pins and marked them. But we didn't say, oh, all right, that pin needs to be moved or that pin needs to be moved. We just acted as mediators.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think there's any harm in us getting together and going up there and having that conversation with her.
That would be helpful, I think.
I think it would be more helpful to be standing there explaining it to her rather than,
Question.
over the phone or
Right. Yeah.
by mail.
I'm fine with that.
I'll indicate to Shelby to give me a date that works for all of you. Okay. Um, Two other things I wanted to let the board know. We did receive, maybe I already did this, Mill Street check, $18,600 for the damage after the board approved it. And we have received the money for the trough from our insured, $14,000. Came at a very good time because we need money. So I did get a response back. Selectman Dawson had asked how many in the Lakes Region Planning household hazardous waste annual uh, program, how many taxpayers from Tilton were served by outlying communities that participate, and the total was 40 uh, Tilton taxpayers served, 32 in Franklin and 8 at different other um, locations. So would the board like me to, would the board like to participate again this year? The amount would be 5,253.85. And I think I already gave that amount to Tim to put it in the budget, but with the board's approval.
I'd make a motion to participate in Lakes Region Hazardous Waste Program.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you for getting that information.
You're welcome. Thank
Uh,
you.
If I could just make a point, that amount is not in the current budget that was approved by the board. It came in after. And there was one other change with a medical plan that will necessitate probably the board looking at it on the 4th to see if they want to revise their numbers slightly.
And the last thing that I have, Mr. Chairman, is a reminder to the board, on December 4th meeting, we have abatement issue, probably resolution of the town properties. And we have coming in Senator Lang and Representative Harvey Boyer, thank you. I think I'm coming down with a cold anyway. So it's going to be a busy night. Also coming are the energy officials, because I had asked them to meet with us to discuss the problem with lack of natural gas into the center of the state, which is concerning to land use and to the many projects we had. But I asked them to meet with us first, and the senator chose to bring the energy officials to the board to answer questions and explain where they're going from here. Because I guess the governor has asked Senator Lang to help her on this issue because of where he's geographically located. But I would have preferred to meet with them to see if they had a plan and then bring it to the board, share it with the board, and then the board could develop questions. But I want to prepare you for that because they're coming on the 4th. So.
Okay.
So,
Would have nice to have known that.
yes. I know. So that we could have, but the central question, which was raised by the land use coordinator, was how, these projects that we got are currently, so we're told now, they know there's no natural gas availability. Nobody's getting connected, including not a residential community here in town. So I think crucial to our community as a standing to future home builders and commercial businesses which may want to come here is that we need to know and that the energy officials have a plan. How are you going to deal with this? There was an original plan to expand the pipeline into the Lakes region, which got shot down.
But there are alternatives to natural gas.
Right. But
The fire district project,
very
I
few.
went to their meetings Monday and last night. They are going to have those buildings prepared to connect to propane
Propane. Right.
and or natural gas possibly in the future.
Right.
But they're just going to hook to propane.
Right. That's what our developers are doing, hooking to propane, but
Or
So-
electric heat pumps.
or electric heat pumps, which is very expensive for them. Considerably more expensive than natural gas, is my understanding.
What's the price? What is oil? Is oil up as
Mhm.
well?
They're a lot more
I'm on
expensive.
propane, so.
A lot more expensive.
I'm trying to think.
Top of the list.
Cut down the forest, so I don't know.
Are you expecting the land use coordinator to have any material ready for you on that December 4th meeting?
Well, I would hope that you would have prepared what you've already had prepared, which is the growth chart in the businesses that want to come in.
Come in.
So unless the board would like me to call them off, I mean, I had asked specifically, and the problem was I couldn't talk to the senator directly. I had to talk through his secretary. I had asked specifically so that our land use coordinator and I, as your town administrator, could say to these commercial businesses when they apply, listen, you do understand that if your proposal is going to be based on your facility operating on natural gas, that's not a possibility. And I don't know if there's, I mean, from a community understanding perspective, I would like to know if there's a plan in place, if these energy companies, Liberty Utilities and all of them have a plan. Is it 5 years out? Is it 5 months out? I mean, I just think in fairness to the communities, again, northern New Hampshire is flooded because they come in from Canada with all kinds of availability. Southern New Hampshire is flooded because it comes up out of Massachusetts. Here we sit in the center of the state and it's not available to us.
Good place to develop solar.
Yep. I have solar on my house, so But-
It's tough to do it in December.
that is,
You
it
know,
is, yeah.
Meetings in December, it'd be so much better if they came in January. Got end of year things.
Um,
Do you want me to call them off and just tell them to
No, you're
No.
on, like,
that's fine. We'll s-
ask the questions? And
yeah, let them do their spiel.
okay.
Anything else?
Nope, I'm all set. Thank you.
So I have,
I have one thing.
yep, and real quick, I was just looking through
You go right ahead.
notes. There's in the red to be sign, there is a letter
Oh, yes.
in response to the letter that was sent
I
in ref-
attached it, Mr.
Yeah,
Chairman.
in
Yep.
regards to 14 Emerald Lane. This is the letter that was sent by the neighbors.
There's a response in here.
Nope, I have it right here. I pulled it
Oh.
out. I'm just gonna explain. So sincerely from Kevin Kenny, and then he CC'd several other people in that area, and this is in regards to the Emerald Lane. So a letter was drafted up for a response. So I just want to make sure you guys would be okay with me signing this, and I can pass this around so everybody can read
Yep.
it.
Why is it just you signing it?
I
I
don't
have
know.
an issue with somebody from the town offices sending out a letter with just the chairman's signature when there's selectmen here. I understand a business that creates a letter and only has chairman's signature, I get it, but
Can change it. I'll change it. I'll put all the, I just assumed that you wanted, the man was looking for a response, so I figured I could get it signed tonight because you were gonna be here and send it out. But basically, they came to my office and then they followed up with a letter to the board. I gave copies of the letter to the board, and then Lauren met with them. Our assessor met with them because they had questions about assessment.
Yeah.
So she met with them, and then I corresponded with Lauren, and Lauren said to me that this man was looking for a letter back answering his questions in the letter. So,
should be from the board.
okay, if you want me
Send
to
it to the
change it,
board, it should be from the board.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, no problem.
Oh, can we read it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
You're
please
just
do.
talking about changing signature lines, right?
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Letter
I'll
will
add,
stay the same.
I'll add signature lines on it.
While you're doing that, you have something.
I want to talk asbestos. So the, I believe it's Wallace Products that owns the property down off of Manville Road, where the asbestos dumps are. I think you've all seen it. Saw the email. They're proposing to take a smaller and combine it with the larger site, which does abut the river. I had some concerns with their proposal. The Conservation Commission has a lot of concerns with that proposal. It is not a land use issue. There is no site plan application in for that parcel.
Okay.
It is a Board of Health officer issue. So I am suggesting that I don't see any other way but the Board of Selectmen authorizing Scott to contact maybe Keach and Nordstrom, I don't know, on behalf of the Board of Selectmen. I don't know if DES is aware of the concerns of the town of Tilton,
I don't think they are.
but we have to take some action here. Again, it's not a planning board, zoning board, land use issue. And I don't, I don't know if Keach and Nordstrom's are asbestos experts, so to speak. I know that's the engineering firm that the planning board uses if they have questions.
Okay. Anybody else have any?
I have lots, but I'll only talk in non-public.
Well, let's go into non-public. Because this is an issue we have to take some action on.
Is it under the reputation or is it under a different one?
You could go with that which discussed in public. Yep.
Time being 4:40. Make a motion to move into non-public RSA 91A:3(2) section C, reputation matters which discussed in public would likely adversely affect reputation of any person other than a member of this board, unless such person requests an open meeting. This exemption shall extend to include any application for assistance or tax abatement or waiver of a fee, fine, or levy if based on inability to pay or poverty of the applicant. Can I get a second?
Constantino, yes.
Hanson, yes.
Dawson, yes.
Adams, yes.
Okay, 1 minute.
Are there people on here? Yeah.
Yeah, we already signed them.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, you're live.
Give me music.
Do you, Catherine, do you want the minutes sealed?
Yes. I think
Okay.
so.
Make motion to seal the minutes of November 20th because reasons justifying and the need for the non-public session still remain. Wait a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I lost count of covering all that stuff.
I'll try to make heads and tails of it.
All right. Time being 5:05. Make a motion to adjourn. Wait a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, I think that would,